Hey there, folks. Today we're going to be taking a look at Against the Storm. It's a new roguelite base builder by Aramite Games and Hooded Horse. Been playing a fair bit of it recently, and it's a ton of fun. So we'll look at the game, we'll look at some of the mechanics. The lore's kind of interesting. Every few years, Storm comes along and sort of reformats the face of the Earth, or whatever planet this might be. And that represents sort of one complete run. So an interesting way to tie together roguelite mechanics with an actual story. During that period of time, you've got to put down some new settlements and produce, foodstuffs and essential materials for the smoldering city, which is the only place that actually survives the storm. So that's the general background. Anyway, we'll throw down a new settlement here. Here's my fledgling community. We've got our ancient hearth. We need to keep this stocked with these various fuel sources to keep it burning. If it goes out, it's a bad deal. People get pretty pissed and they start to leave. We've got our main warehouse, and that's all we start off with. And of course, our gaggle of beavers down here. So a cool mechanic about Against the Storm is that you don't have access to all of your buildings right off the bat. You actually have to choose from a selection, and these represent the only things that you'll actually be able to build during your run. So you have to kind of strategize what you want to do. I love the Trapper's Camp, so I'm going to take that. I've got beaver people, and they like to eat biscuits, and I'll probably have other people joining, like Harpies or lizard men, and they like to eat skewers, so the cookhouse is a good shout. And then we're gonna have tons of wood. Yeah, we'll do the lumber mill. Those seem like some decent initial choices. Okay. Just going to start off by plonking down some paths here, and some initial camps. Now, if we look at the map, we can see it's kind of comprised of all these disparate glades that are separated by forest. We can use our woodcutter camps to kind of cut through and reveal what treasures lie within. We've got dangerous glades. They're guaranteed to have some sort of a trial or tribulation within that puts the community at risk. And then we've got our old forbidden glades, which kind of crank that up to 11. But we'll deal with that as we explore the map a little bit more. And then in our immediate glade, we've got some flax, so we can make some cloth. We've got a couple of roots, so we can get some food, and also some bird eggs, which is nice. So let's get started here. Right, down goes our woodcutter's camp. I'm going to start cutting into these kind of neutral glades. I'm also going to put down a scavenger's camp. There we go. And some more paths, help keep things organized, help my villagers move around a little bit more quickly. And away we go. Alright, now Woodcutter's Camp. So each race has a specialization bonus. At the moment I've only got beavers, but I can have up to 3 different races. And unsurprisingly, the beavers are very efficient at cutting wood. They're gifted woodworkers, and they enjoy engineering, so they're more productive when they work with wood, and they're happier when they're doing engineering tasks. So, I mean, I've only got beavers to assign, so there you go. And then there's no benefit for the scavenger's camp, it just has to be done by somebody. And that leaves me with 4 idle people. I guess we don't have any houses. It'd probably be a good idea to put some houses down, frankly. They need to be within range of the ancient hearth in this sort of area, so it's another aspect of the game. You've kind of got to juggle your real estate, make sure you're putting down your critical infrastructure where it actually needs to go. Now we can look at our orders. Oh no, excuse me, cornerstones. Each newcomer group has 2 additional villagers. That's quite strong. So we've got cornerstones. These are kind of long-term perks that apply to your community. Metallurgic proficiency, all recipes that use metal or ore will be produced 33% quicker. Potentially quite good. And spices, herb and root production is increased by +1 for every 75 biscuits produced. This would be good if I was actually going to grow herbs and roots, but I don't think I'm going to. So I'll take crowded caravan. Having more people is more good. Alright, now we can choose our orders. Alright, so orders are, you make a choice between two potential objectives. You get rewards for completing them. If you complete all of the orders, you win the game. Which is good. So they just, you get these 3 initial short-term objectives, and then as time progresses, you get more and more. So what can we look at here? We've got Lost in the Woods. I need to cut into 2 glades, and I get these rewards. Or I need to keep beaver resolve above 16 for 30 seconds. Now, that doesn't sound too difficult, but at the beginning of the game, it's quite difficult to make anybody happy, much less the beavers. So we'll take the easier of the 2, and we'll cut into glades. We've got 8 people housed, and 20 wood, or 35 wood. No, I'll take the more people. Alright, delivery. 4 packs of provisions, 4 packs of crops, or a trading post, and 10 amber. Once again, I kind of want more people. It shouldn't be too difficult to create these packs, so we'll do that. Alright, so sweet. Now we've got our sort of immediate short-term objectives. We're going to try and get these cranked out. Now, I'm cutting into these 2 glades right now, so that'll be our first one finished. I'm just about to finish off my shelters, so that'll be everybody sheltered. And then I just need a little excess of wood. And then I'm going to put down, what do we got here? A crude workstation, and I'm also going to put down a makeshift post. Alright, so I'll put 1 person here in the makeshift post, and we're going to start getting those packs of crops and packs of provisions cranked out. We'll not worry about building materials for the moment. And I will use the grain, because I don't have any use for it in the short term. Packs of provisions, Guess we'll use the meat. And we need to produce 4 of each, so that's just what we'll do. In the recipes tab here, I can set my global production. And then all of my buildings will produce until I have at least that many. And in which case they'll sort of turn their attention towards producing other stuff. If there's nothing in the queue for them to do, then they'll just sit there idle, which is obviously not ideal. So you're kind of constantly going back to your recipe tab and tweaking your production amounts based on your current output. Okay, cool. We've got a glade event. I just opened up this new glade. It's got some moss broccoli patches, a little bit more flax, and it's got this small encampment glade event. Oh, Baba Booey, there goes the other. This is a good example of the kind of mechanics, adversarial mechanics, I guess you could say, in Against the Storm. You don't fight anybody, you don't control any troops, but you've got jobs that are kind of a drain or a burden in exchange for some sort of positive. Now, these are neutral camps, so not completing these events doesn't have any negative, but it does have a positive. So what I could do is I could set... yeah, you know what? We've got a lot of vegetables. I could set somebody to go to work here, delivering 6 vegetables and working for at least 1 minute. And my rewards would either be to welcome new people, so I'd get 1 new beaver and 1 human, or I could send those people to the Citadel and instead get 10 amber. Conversely, with the small abandoned cache, I could sacrifice 6 simple tools, which despite their name are actually quite difficult to come by. And same thing again, I could either keep the goods for some ale and food stockpiles, or once again send it off to the Citadel for a bit of Queen's Grace and an amber pouch. Alright, so let's check out our orders again. Lovely. So with those 2 glades open, we've got Lost in the Woods. Gonna deliver that. Alright, now I gained a little bit of reputation. This is another interesting mechanic. So when this reputation bar fills to full, I also win the game, regardless of whether or not I've completed all of the orders. Every time that the bar passes by one of these little diamonds, though, I get a new blueprint. So you recall I had to select 3 buildings to start off with. I now get to select some more buildings. So what do we got here? small farm, plantation, foragers camp, guild house. Beavers like luxury, but this is more of a late game item, the guild house. There's sort of a lot more I can do to build up the resolve of my villagers before having to arrive at these kind of late game buildings. So it'd probably be better for me to pick one of these other three. And the small farm's always a safe bet, so we're going to do that. What I could really use next is a bit of fertile soil to put my farm down on, because I'd like to start producing some wheat and then some flour and then foodstuffs for my people. So we'll try and cut into some new glades here. And maybe also I'll get somebody working here on this small encampment. I've only got one person left, but that's okay. Alright, so we finished off our glade event there. Person worked it long enough, and I got one more beaver, and now I've got a human. And humans, they're good at farming, and they really enjoy brewing. Just opened up our next spot. Golly gosh, another small encampment. This is actually quite good. If I had orders to do glade events, I'd be laughing, but I don't. Anyway, what we certainly are going to do is put down a trapper's camp, because there's some slick shell broodmother nodes down here, and they provide meat. Meat. Well, the storm's here. So we completed our first two seasons, the drizzle and the clearance, and now we're on to the storm. And immediately looming darkness is applying. My people are becoming somewhat less happy. Overall, they're still quite stoked. Provided that the resolve doesn't get to 0 or below, there's no risk of them leaving. But as looming darkness, or excuse me, as time goes on, looming darkness will become more and more pronounced, the effects. So it will if my hostility rises. So, yeah, I gotta kind of constantly be coming up with more extravagant methods of keeping my people satisfied, but for the moment, they're actually over the moon to be here, which is nice to see. We'll do a quick orders check here. Lovely. Ooh, can I take on 7 more people, though? You know, just before I deliver these, I'm going to hold on for a minute until I can try and get my food situation a little bit more stable. So the storm's over. And with the passing of every year, we get some newcomers. And what do I want? I probably want some more humans. They're good at farming, and I'm hoping to start up a farm. So I guess I'll take this gang over here. I also got some harpies. Got our first harpy settler. And we'll choose another cornerstone. Without restrictions, villagers have a 10% chance of receiving bonus yield from production, but consumption control is disabled. Now, I don't really care about consumption control. It's not all that applicable really at this difficulty level, so we'll grab that. Alrighty, there we go. So we've got a stonecutter's camp down. We've got somebody collecting clay in. A harvester's camp to bring in some of this flax so we can start making some cloth. And another woodcutter's camp so we can start getting some of these glades explored. Anyway, that only leaves me with one person idle, and you need idle people to actually serve as builders, so that works out great. Let's check our orders. Alright, we should probably hand those in. Anyway, let's have a look here. Need for jerky fulfilled. Trade goods and provisions, we'll take that. Complete 5 trade routes and sell 15 goods, or open 2 dangerous glades. That's, you know what, I know for sure I'm going to be opening dangerous glades, so we're going to do that. Okay. Alright. We'll complete those 2. Holy moly. Alright, so a couple things I want to talk about. So you can see here your various human needs. Beaver needs, harpy needs. Some of them are the same, so humans and harpies both like jerky, harpies and beavers both like biscuits. Humans and beavers both need clothing, etc. So these kind of represent the sort of more late game objectives for keeping your people happy, especially during the storm. They'll really start leaving in droves if you don't work to satisfy some of their requirements. We'll check our new blueprints here. We'll take the artisan and our other... I mean, I guess I'll take the provisioner because I need the production of flour, and the packs of provisions will be useful as well. I still haven't found any nice fertile soil though, so my farm game is yet to come online. So what's our short-term objectives? We need to make some packs. I don't actually think I have anything that can produce packs of trade goods, so we'll need to think about that. Oh, and the lumber mill. Okay, perfect. You know what? I'm going to get both of these down. Got the material to build both of them, so I'm going to build both of them. Alright, let's go. We got some bloody fertile soil. Holy moly. Cool. Alright, so for a short-term objective, we're going to get a farm down here and start producing some grain. And then we can get our provisioner to work making flour. In which case, we can get our cookhouse going, making some biscuits, which would be lovely. I also need to get these shelters finished off so that I can get my people housed before the storm arrives here. Otherwise, they're going to be justifiably unhappy. Now, you can see my people are dragging their goods all the way back up here. And moreover, during their work cycle, they have to go to the ancient hearth to kind of kick it and have a bite to eat, you know, John with the friends and everything like that. So the further your production resources get away from your sort of main storage hub, the less efficient things become. People spend a lot of time dawdling and moving along. So it would probably be a good idea to think about setting up another community down here. But that's just kind of the way that the map unfolded, so... Not much I can do about that for the short term, but I should certainly think about it in the medium to long term. Storm's here again. Let's see how people are feeling. Yeah. Harpies aren't happy. Fair enough. They are sleeping in the rain. So the resolve's going all the way down to 0. They got this crossed heart emblem. And fairly soon, a kind of red border around their portrait's going to show up, indicating how quickly they're going to leave. When this reaches 12 o'clock, one of my one only harpy's going to leave, which is not ideal. Now, I can kind of game things a little bit by giving her lighter treatment. It's going to make everybody else unhappy. But if I do it sort of strategically just before they're about to leave, then we should be okay. Provided I keep an eye on it. And with the storm gone, everybody's kind of back to normal. Lovely, lovely. Specialization bonus for farming for humans, so I'll throw a couple of humans in there. And they'll get right to it. It's drizzle at the moment, so the crop will be planted. In the clearance, it'll be harvested, and then we can actually use it to process into grain for useful things. I should get a cookhouse down. And another season's gone, so let's check out our newcomers. Holy moly. I could definitely use the food. Yeah. I grab that, gang. And we've got more people unhoused again. And if we choose a new cornerstone... Fiery Wrath, I don't do a lot of sacrificing. Woodpecker Technique, I don't think is very good, because it takes actually a while for even 2 trees to get cut down. All fuel recipes are 25% faster. I'm going to reroll here. Silent Looting. Every open cache lowers hostility by 15 points. Boost global resolve by 1 for every 3 levels of standing with other settlements and trade routes. The bonus is added retroactively. I haven't done any trading at the moment. Giant vegetables. That might be good if I put together a vegetable farm at some point. But anyhow, the time has arrived. We're low on space, we're low on resources, we've got lots of people, we need more food input. So we're gonna have to cut into one of our dangerous glades here. I'm gonna do it from over here because I expect my community's kind of expanding in this direction. And we'll get our woodcutter gang on that right away. Glades open, good heavens of Betsy. Got a lot going on in here. We've got a haunted brewery, which is actually excellent. We've got a press. We've got a granary. And we've got a harmony spirit altar. Okay, so this is the negative event that we have to kind of grapple with here. Here's how these work. So there's a threat that's going to occur after 10 minutes. You get -5 to global resolve, and you get 1 impatience point with the queen. So that can tick up very quickly. Each one of these boxes represents 1. Now, that's what will occur after 10 minutes, and then after a further 10 minutes, the effect will stack again and again and again. To clear it, I need to provide some of these goods. I've got lots of resin, so I'll use that. And resolve drops 500% faster, and it takes 4 minutes to square away. Okay, so this is going to be pretty bad here for a little while. Do have the clearance on the go. Holy moly. All right, well, I got to get going on this right quick in a hurry. Hopefully my people will be able to hold on, because I gotta get this dealt with now. I mean, I guess the positive side is that I've got a ton of new buildings in this glade. How tremendous. And a bunch of fertile soil. Everybody on tap, let's go. Now, some of these buildings I can just salvage. Rather, I can rebuild for the cost of these building materials. However, this brewery is haunted, so it also has a negative working effect. But likewise, I don't need to deal with that right at the moment. I kind of want to focus on getting this Harmony Spirit Altar squared away. New orders. And need for leisure fulfilled. That'll actually be fairly simple. And I'll get a cellar. Or 4 glades cut into for some ancient artifacts, ember pouches. You know, I'd rather take the beer. 24 farm fields and 20 packs of crops versus 15 packs of building materials. Get increased wheat production and some parts. I could really use the copper bars though. So I'm gonna go with that, and sturdy boots is a nice upgrade to have. Alrighty, so the new warehouse is down. This serves just as a sort of alternate to our main storage over here, so people can come and drop their gear off at this warehouse. If I really wanted to turn this into a proper neighborhood, I'd also have to build another small hearth, which I'm gonna do actually. And that way people can come down here to kick it and chill and have a bite to eat and everything like that. And it'll also mean all of the workers for these various buildings that I'm gonna salvage can, you know, don't have to go all the way back over here all the time. Uh-oh. Harpies are miffed. So we can see now hostility of the forest -2, looming darkness now -8. So it's starting to wear on people a fair bit here. Harpies are miffed. That's okay though. We'll keep them happy. Uh-oh. Alright, well, we accidentally just cut into this other glade, so I guess we'll have to deal with it too. Got a lot of food that I can't use, which sucks. Tool shop. You getting a tool shop? Yeah, make tools. Get it because it's real. Water skins and barrels. Okay, we'll not deal with that at the moment. What's our negative here? Large destroyed caravan. Traders are afraid and will not visit this area. Neither trading nor trade routes are available after 10 minutes. And we get 1 impatient point. The working effect is fear of the wild. People are afraid of whatever destroyed the caravan. -6 to global resolve. It's active only when the event is being worked on. Okay, we're definitely going to keep the goods here. We'll get some workers on it. Yeah, and we gotta get this dealt with before too long here. Because my people are unhappy, and we are running out of food, and all sorts of things are going wrong. If I get the opportunity, the next building I'm definitely going to take is Herbalist's Camp. There's so many resources out here on the map that I'm not making use of. The other thing I got to get in place is trade here. So I'm going to need to buy myself out of starvation, effectively. And then we also need to put down our cookhouse. Which I'll put down there. This is ending up being a much denser industrial community. Oh, Shahilda's arrived. How are you, Shahilda? I have yet to have a look at your secret cookbook. Okay, risky expedition. We've got it finished. Lovely. We'll grab that. And we will grab another blueprint here. Global carrying capacity is increased by 10. Wow. Alright, we're doing that. That's incredible. That is incredible. Alright, and then Shahilda, we need some, no, I'm just gonna sell all my packs for the time being. And we need food. Definitely some insects. And we can take the pottery as well, that would be ideal. And some roots as well. So put that all 55, you say. A? Can I interest you in some timber in these trying times? Yeah, that's a little too much timber. Well, so 250. And what else? All my packs, 250. Yeah. Bang. Alright, there we go. Bought ourselves out of poverty. Bought ourselves out of starvation, rather. Holy God, look at the size of them vegetables. Cookhouse, okay. So, if we look at our desired food here, we've got biscuits, and we've got skewers, and we can do both. Don't worry about pigment for the time being. We're gonna have so many bloody vegetables coming in, it's gonna be unreal. And we've got flour. We'll set some limits here. 20 skewers. Yeah, well, we'll start off there. 20 skewers. 20 biscuits. The cookhouse is really nice because it's got 4 worker slots. So I'll populate it with beavers for the time being, and that will really increase our food quite substantially. Which is nice. Harpies resolve is low. Why? Nobody's unhoused. What are you guys unhappy about? Oh, fear of the wilds. We still not done here, gang? A few more seconds. Alright, lovely. All done. Everybody's back to being happy. Okay, clearance is coming down. We're gonna have some more foodstuffs coming in here fairly quick, which is lovely to see. Just absolutely lovely to see. That should sort of pep people up to make it through the next storm here. And let's have a look at some of our new orders. $60 cleanliness. Or a kiln and 40 coal. Well, I can fulfill cleanliness, so we'll do that. 14 leisure or 20 packs of trade goods. Increased ale production or a bunch of... Do we have... we don't have a lot of parts either. I mean, I could salvage some buildings feasibly, but you know what? Packs of trade goods is going to be simpler. All right, so what are we thinking about here? We're thinking about trade goods. Boodles of trade goods. The issue is I don't really have the intermediate products to be producing them. If I go over here, packs of trade goods. Okay, flour. I can use flour. Excellent. All right, there we go. So now we've got skewers. We've got biscuits. We've got a little bit of pickled goods. I don't have a means to produce them at the moment. We've got a coat. Nobody's homeless. Everybody's feeling pretty good. So hopefully that'll be enough to keep the Harpies happy through this coming storm here. All right, another season finished. Let's bring in some more newcomers. Right, you know what? The copper ballers I'll take for sure. Now, who do I got making barrels? Let's get you guys making barrels. We're hard up for planks, but we've got lots of materials there. Got some pigment going on that. Man, there's some really complicated supply chains going right now. And just like that, we've got another order completed. All right, so 10 leisure. That's going to be kind of difficult. 15 packs of building materials. We're coming up on packs of trade goods. Cleanliness. I need to be able to produce cosmetics. None of these produce cosmetics. Oh, that's nice. They give you a little notice that the blueprint is a reward for one of your orders. That's good shit. Yeah, absolutely. And I'll build it down here in the industrial part of town again. And I really, you know what? I should get another sawmill going also. Sother the Ancient, how are you now? Cosmetics, oh my god above. Thank you, I will. Sother the Ancient, thank you. Lovely, thank you, Sother. Okay. Alright, good for the Citadel, lovely. Grab that, more newcomers. Nobody's out of doors. Do I have spark dew enough to get this squared away? 40 spark dew? I do have 40 spark dew, okay. Oh, look at the crops come in. Now, one thing I have noticed is that it seems in some cases like you need 2 farms to service a set of fields that's that large. It seems a bit odd to me. You can see we're not making sort of maximal use. This fellow over here, these two are just killing it, but... Getting the brewery squared away. Cookhouse gang's got nothing to do. Holy god, do I ever have a lot of food? That's awesome. Alright, well let's start getting some more people in. More people's more good. Alright, let's get another dangerous glade cracked open here. Hopefully it's full of like friggin' meat and roots and all that kind of stuff, and I can start just going ham, putting all these people to work. Because I'm kind of getting shafted a bit. Nice thing is though is that my Harpies are so happy that they're producing passive reputation. So you can see instead of going up in increments, it's sort of slowly increasing. 0.21 per minute. So very soon I'll have another blueprint. And just to remind myself, I need leisure and I need something that can produce cosmetics. And it would be nice to also have the herbalist's camp. Oh, look at that. I got it already. Herbalist camp's right there. Ooh. I've got to go monastery. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's funny to me to think that a monastery is a place where you chill out, but anyway. Alright, so let's see this. The green brew. Gentle vapors seem to soothe the wilderness. Hostilities decreased by 100. Same building effects did not stack. Oh, well, tremendous. Okay, well. We'll get, it'll be a Harpy monastery, which will be fun. And there we go. Hostilities reduced. God, this is going great. Go on out, fetch the incense, fetch the logger. Sounds like my kind of church. Alright, we're in again. Another small farm. Lovely. Oh, fishmen. At least we've got eggs and roots. Abandoned small farm. Alright, Fishman Cave. Ain't having none of that. Get all that done. Alright, what do we got? More orders. Our last two. Let's check it out. Need for jerky, need for pie, need for skewers. I'll definitely take the packs of provisions. Pie and biscuits. I don't think I have anything producing pie. 3 glades, 2 ancient tablets, 1 dangerous glade event completed. I mean, I'm already working on that presently. Are we getting any ancient tablets from this? We are not. Yeah. Do I have anything that produces pie? I also do not. Okay, well... guess it'll have to be the Glade one then. Alright, I think I'll probably win on reputation before I need to worry about any of that. In fact, I'm almost certain I will, so whatever. Just gotta keep our eye out for fishmen totems popping out here. No good, no good. Another cornerstone. Improvised tools. Woodcutters make makeshift tools. 5 simple tools that cost them -5 to woodcutters resolve. Nope. Every 5 villagers with the need for brawling fulfilled. No. Gain 1 reputation point every time you sell goods worth 60 amber. While slowing the reputation gain by resolve by 50%. Yeah, I don't need any of that. Thank you. Thank you, the queen. Herbs, reed. I could use some more cloth for sure. Take the reed. And who's making fabric? Granary. In there as well. Shahilda, how are you now? Grab all that. I'm gonna grab all your cloth. And all your leather. And all your simple tools. And what else? All your flour. And I still don't have to pay you. My God above. Really goes to show the power of packs. Quite good. Quite good. Ooh, I want that though. Okay. Do that trade. Yes. Perfect. Nice little perk. Now my brewery will also be producing wine. Fishman totems. Be gone. Alright, how are we doing? Packs of provisions going up. We're very nearly complete cleanliness. Which is good. Got some wine coming through. People are enjoying luxury. Let's go. Birds are clean. Travel rations. Alright, we're getting near the end here, gang, which feels good. Yes, I am gonna get a plantation. And what else? Beaver house, guild house, luxury. Path house. Oh, we'll get beaver houses. I don't really want to complete this last order, Master of Exploration. It's going to be a lot of work. So what I'd rather do is just finish off these packs of provisions, get the last little reputation gain, and then have everybody so unbelievably happy to be a member of my community that it pushes me to a reputation win. Alright, sweet. So by building those beaver houses, they'll be happy. It'll also keep everybody, get everybody back indoors, because your villagers will shuffle themselves around between shelters. Ooh, I actually don't have the ability to produce a lot of packs of provisions, which is not great. But I'm finished, so that's fine. Okay. Alright, now we're very, very near the end here. Probably with the completion of these beaver houses here. Oh, there we go. Trade goods worth 1,500 amber. Alright, so let's head back to the world map. So, our new settlement of Radar just got plonked down. We've got 2 now. And down at the bottom you can see I created Silib, I created Radar, and then when this bar reaches the end, the cycle completes, the storm comes in, everybody flees back to the smoldering city, the whole map gets redrawn, and all of your settlements are destroyed, and you gotta start again. Which is it's just a cool little way to tie the game into the sort of roguelite mechanics. Anyway, we'll check our deeds here. So that was the only achievement I got from that last run. Gets me some XP points, no problem. However, as oh, I didn't get those artifacts. Oh well, what can you do? I also need machinery. Anyhow, here are our upgrades. Now from the deeds you can get new recipes like new buildings to create, and then through here in the Smoldering City you spend your sort of meta resources to improve your overall life experience playing the game. Ooh, embarkation range. Yes, I'd like that, so you can move further away in the world map. I'll buy that at the old Pioneer's Gate level 3. And then what else we have here? You gain plus 10 more excuse me. You gain plus 10% more Citadel resources whenever you finish a settlement. Yes, that sounds good. Oh, I don't have enough food stocks. In fact, I don't have enough for anything more. Alright, well, there you go. So that's Against the Storm. Like I say, I've been playing a lot of it, and it's really enjoyable, just having a roguelike that's sort of all macroeconomics and no, like, you know, microing small units. I don't know, I'm too small brain for any of that. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this, go ahead and like and subscribe and everything like that, and thanks for watching.